Where am I? So this is one of the sites that is part of our long-term study, looking at the effects of climate change and other long-term factors on ecosystem processes and how we can use soundscapes to monitor and measure those changes. This is a site that's called Silver Spur, and what we have here in the background is one of the great features of the Chiricahuas, these huge cliffs that have been formed over the millions of years across this entire national park. So one of the other features of this landscape is because we have these rock outcrops that are all over in so many different directions, the solar radiation patterns vary tremendously depending upon where you're at in the landscape. And so as I move about, we have sunlight that exists in very, very open spaces. It's intense and it's bright, but we also have these shadows. And so what that's creating are just a lot of microclimates, hot and cool in the shade. So let me tell you a little bit about the biodiversity that exists here and the underlying mechanisms that have created that diversity. So we have these mountain ranges that stretch from the north to the south, and from the north in the Colorado Rockies coming through the Sonoran Desert and then down into northern Mexico. And so what those mountains have done over the millions of years is created a situation of land bridges. So animals that are in the temperate zone can migrate down, and those animals have moved into the southern extent of their physiological extent, okay? And then we have the subtropical animals that move upwards, and many of them in this region right here are in the northern extent of their physiological range. And so we have this mixing of the temperate along with the subtropical that creates that diversity. There's also the diversity that's created from the elevational gradients from the very hot desert up to the very top, the pinyon pines. And so we have all those life zones that exist there. And then because these islands have become isolated over time, we also have microevolution that occurs. And so there's a lot of subspecies, and in some cases species that are endemic to this area. We don't have a lot of endemic species, but we do have some. And so what we have here is convergence of a lot of different underlying factors that create this biodiversity hotspot that is very, very unique on this planet.